on. I'm pulling up some images here. Um, so the rise of collecting shit in the scalper market. So yesterday, the special edition K-pop dolls, which is a three-piece set, went on pre-sale, which is a little weird because it's going to ship after Christmas. Odd. This three-piece doll set is $150. Now, yesterday it did sell out in about an hour. However, it does look like on their website they're going to do another pre-sale tomorrow? Question mark. But yeah, this is a $150 doll set shipping after Christmas. I don't understand the market behind that. K-pop's hot right now. Christmas is coming. Why are you not shipping to Christmas? But don't worry. Another drop tomorrow. If you missed this one, it was sold out within the first hour yesterday. So make sure that you jump on this and pre-order your $150 doll set within the first 10 minutes of this sale. Now the next one is cool. The next one is a Ninja Turtle. This one is sick. I love this one. I think this one looks badass.
It does.
This is a limited edition Ninja Turtle. I don't know. This looks sick. It looks like they have different heads for different emotions. The only issue is that it is $250. So maybe if you have a kid under the age of 35, do not buy it for them. They're going to wreck it. We're also in 2026 getting an awesome Legend of Zelda Lego set that's going to just break everyone's piggy bank. I think because there was a story done of like people breaking into Lego stores and just stealing Legos, or toy stores and just stealing Legos. This is going to be the number one thing on people's list to steal this time. So anyways, 2026, no money for us whatsoever. And even look at that. That's so sick. I like this. Even in the realm of food, the scalpers are getting us. Going back to K-pop Demon Hunters, they also released character-themed ramen. Because if you watch the movie, each one of them has their like own ramen that they eat. Really, really cool. What a great concept. Yeah, you can't buy it anywhere. I can't find it. No one can find it because scalpers like take it. And this one, don't worry. You can also just buy the ramen on eBay. So for about $50, you can buy your own K-pop Demon Hunter ramen. Sweet, sick. And yeah, this is something that I wanted to chat about. So I'm sure we have all seen the videos of, you know, Grumpy Scrooge, right? In stores, camping out for Pokemon cards. And as like little Timmy's crying, some 40-year-old man is buying all the Pokemon cards so that he can sell it on eBay for like 10 times the cost. I know it happens with Magic cards, right? We are even in COVID times, people do it with toilet paper, which is just insane. But we are living in such a weird time where to be a collector,
Yeah.
right? You either have to like the K-pop dolls, right? You either had to be on the alert, knowing the dolls were going to drop, and be committed to buying those dolls the second it opened up to buy. Same with Magic the Gathering, the Secret Lair sets, right? Or you're going to have to pay like almost double off eBay or some other site, or you just don't get it. And this sucks. And I know, for instance, like the K-pop dolls, they did, you can't buy more than 3 like per address or whatever.
There's ways around that.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Exactly.
the
So, but Alex, how do we fix this issue in our society?
um, so it depends on the product, right? And so I'm gonna put Magic to the side. Their biggest issue really has been with the scalpers has been like the limited sets and stuff like that. I'm gonna put that aside for a minute. Same thing with Pokemon. Um, for stuff like this, I mean, the fact of the matter is that you make it POD, right? Anything like this, the way that you beat the scalpers is you don't limit the market, right? What scalpers need to have is they need it to have limitation, right? That's the only way this works, right? If Mattel came out and said tomorrow, look, we're going to manufacture as many of these as people order, the scalpers will stop buying them. They just will. Okay? They just will. Okay? That's the number one way to do it, right? If they just go print on demand and we're going to manufacture as much as we need to manufacture to make sure everybody who really, really wants one gets one, that would be that. Yes, I also know about POD. Thanks for throwing that in the chat. Um. Anyway, that's the simplest way to do it, right? The issue here is that the corporations have no incentive to do so, right? If they say, look, we're only making this many, and screw it, they've made their money. They're done. They've gotten what they wanted out of the transaction, right? And I hate to say it, but consumers don't change their behavior on stuff like this. Like the Ninja Turtle one, I don't think is going to go crazy with the scalping. The K-pop Demon Hunters one, I could see. The Lego ones, I could see if they make those limited edition, right? Lego typically doesn't do that. They don't do it very often. But Lego just charges you a shit ton for their Legos. That Great Deku Tree is a $300 set, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to charge you a lot of money, okay? And good for Lego, right? Um, the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff doesn't surprise me because it's so hot right now, right? Um, again, it's the simplest way is to just be like, look, we're going to manufacture as much as we need because we want to make sure the fans get it. They can do other stuff on their back end. The problem that a lot of these companies have, even the ones that do want to kind of fight scalpers, and Wizards had this problem, Pokemon's had this problem too, is you have to harden your website against it, right? There's certain stuff that you've got to code in there to make sure that the scalpers have a harder time using bot farms to just buy up everything, right? Because these scalpers don't want to buy 2, right? They don't make any money that way. They need to buy 50 of them before you do, right? It's scale, and so that's that. For the ramen, I put this in the YouTube chat. I'm glad it was Shin Ramyun, right? Because that's specifically as a Korean brand. It's a Korean staple food. I'm glad they did Shin as the thing that's very fitting for K-pop. Excuse me. I don't know, Jay. What do you think? I mean, like, is it as simple as I put it, or do you think it's more complicated?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't think corporations are going to do anything. They're making money, they're getting paid, or the majority of them at least aren't going to care, right? Who cares if little girls don't get dolls for Christmas? Well, I'm sorry, they're not getting dolls for Christmas anyways. They're shipping after Christmas. But that's a different topic. But um yeah, the only other option is just not to buy it, right? Just to burn the scalpers. But the stuff is cool that they buy.
Yeah, and a lot of it, like I was reading an article, like a lot of them moved off shoes. Shoes used to be the big one, right? That market's kind of collapsed, right? So now they're looking for the next market, right? For a while there, it was graphics cards, right? Remember?
Oh God, yeah.
Remember the great graphics card shortages right around COVID and during the whole crypto mining fiasco, right? When everybody was buying every graphics card under the sun. Yeah, it's they're gonna move around. They're gonna move to wherever they think they can make the most money the quickest. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you hate the scalpers as much as we do? Is there anything that you've been trying to get lately that scalpers have made difficult for your life? Let us know down in the comments below.